Now, when I first heard this story, which was actually mentioned to me by my wife, I was like, are these guys really that stupid? But then you start to think a little bit and you go, yeah, actually, they probably are. I don't know if you've heard this or not. This is major breaking news, but the FBI has just sent a warning to California police departments that Iran, or the Islamic Republic regime, I should say, could launch drones at the West Coast. They are reviewing an alert that was sent at the end of February. I'm going to give you all the details of that. Plus, the United States drops a one-time only, ever used in history bomb in the city of Qom, which is kind of like the cleric capital of Iran. But let's get some details going on what the heck this drone strike or potential attack on the U.S. coastline, where I live, by the way, in California. And then I'll share with you that Gavin Newsom makes a statement, and it's laughable at best, as it always is, because he's a complete useless mook. But let's get right into this. So like I said, the FBI has issued an urgent warning to cops across California. Tehran was looking at deploying unmanned aircraft on the region as the country is, obviously reeling from these latest attacks. The Bureau, the FBI that is, said in early February, agents had intelligence that drones could be sent from an unidentified vessel off the American coastline? How in the world is there an unidentified vessel off the American coastline? Am I the only one that's absolutely perplexed by this? What do you mean? Let's get an identification on that vessel ASAP, shall we? That would be really nice. In case you didn't know this, California has the highest concentration of Iranian dissidents. Those are people who actually like freedom and don't like to feel like their soul is in a straitjacket and have to have their head on a swivel everywhere they go and would like to actually show one strand of hair without the fear of being stoned to death. That's what dissidence means. Up to 500,000, that's 500,000. The FBI said it's not sure if that was the reason California was targeted. This is what the FBI alert said. We recently acquired information that is as of early February 2026, Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using unmanned aerial vehicles from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the United States homeland. I don't know how in the world that happens. Specifically against unspecified targets in California. Usually when I find an unidentified vessel off the coast of my driveway, I exercise my Second Amendment right. I always ask for forgiveness later, questions later, attack and take action immediately. Specifically against unspecified targets in California in the event that the U.S. conducted strikes against Iran. So is this just another empty threat? I wonder. It added, quote, we have no additional information on the timing, method, target, or perpetrators of this alleged attack. This alert was sent to police departments across the region, but it does not make it clear where specifically could be targeted. Greasy Gavin haircut that passes for a man, American psycho Newsom, calls the threat critical, but of course he blames Trump. Newsom says drone issues have been top of mind. I don't know how to do an impression. He's so soulless. Like, you have to, I think the only way you can do a proper impression of Gavin Newsom is if you literally have no soul and you've got like reptilian ooze coursing through your veins. We've been aware of that information. We've been working collaboratively with the state. Newsom said he has yet to discuss the threats with President Trump, which is so stupid. You and your ridiculous, feckless, idealist, creativeless ego getting in the way of the safety, as usual, of millions of residents and tax-paying, law-abiding citizens of California. He says, quote, I haven't talked to the president directly about this, and I wish the president would talk to the American people, blah, 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 bliggity blah. Meanwhile, he goes to Munich, defames, derides America, hates on everything that is America, hates the president, which was voted on by the Republic, blah, blah, blah. He has a podcast. He's all over everywhere except doing his actual job as governor. Here's something that's really kind of eerie. The Doomsday plane was again spotted flying low over California as these tensions have been rising. You can see it there at the bottom of your screen. The ominous Doomsday plane This is a huge Boeing E-6B Mercury, which is the president's emergency operations hub, just in case, guys, nuclear war breaks out, coasted over Fresno over the weekend. Airport bosses said it was conducting approaches at the site and spent 2 hours doing mock landings. That's not really a good picture of it. I have a better one for you, leaving onlookers stunned. E4B Night Watch, 4 engines, 52 pounds of thrust, 800-pound takeoff weight, 12 hours unfueled. It's got kind of pretty much, it's like a flying communications hub, as I said before. It serves as a nuclear control platform, strategic command post. If the plane had to execute its mission, the U.S. could be heading for nuclear war. The platform can control bombers, missiles, and ballistic missile submarines. It can remain airborne for up to 12 hours without refueling and is capable of refueling mid-flight to extend missions even longer. They can control the bombers. If the bombers are on alert, they can control the missiles because the missiles are always on alert. And obviously, they can control our ballistic missile submarines. Major General Garrison said it's all combined into one. And that's kind of a better shot of it right there. Let me get my face out of the way. But yeah, that's obviously something that's needed. I guess the plane caused panic at the beginning of the year when it was spotted at LAX, but Pete Hegseth calmed everybody, saying it was for the Arsenal of Freedom tour. And so hopefully this isn't anything substantive, as it has been spotted again recently. Yeah, so that's kind of scary because I am pretty close to the coast in California. I won't tell you where for obvious reasons. But do I take threats from this Islamic regime? These are the same guys who are saying, you better not, or else. How many times have they said that? If President Trump or America even dares to try, we're going to absolutely abolish. These guys are just full of crap, full of gas. They have empty threats, empty heads, empty ideologies. They're just scum of the earth. Like most scumbags, their bark is always louder than their bite. Do I think this is credible? No. Is it something that you should be vigilant about and be aware of? Yes. Something I definitely think they should be more worried about, especially the Islamic regime, is the U.S. just dropped a bomb. You can see it now on the screen playing in the video playback. That's only been used once before in history, and nobody's really talking about this at all. The U.S. deployed, I'm going to give you some information on this. The U.S. deployed the MOAB on an Iranian missile factory. This is only the second operational use ever. It's called the GBU-43B Massive Ordnance Air Blast, or MOAB. Just hit an Iranian ballistic missile production facility. This is the most powerful non-nuclear weapon on Earth. This is cell phone footage taken from somebody in the vicinity there. It wasn't just used for only the second time, and it was just used for only the second time in 20 years of existence. Just a little information about this badass American weapon. 21,600 pounds total weight, 18,700 pounds of composition H6 explosive, blast radius 1 mile in every direction. Holy mackerel. That's the blast radius. Yield equivalent to 11 tons of TNT, $170,000 unit costs, delivered by MC-130 Combat Talon. First use April 13th, 2017, Afghanistan. It was used in an ISIS tunnel complex in the Nangarhar province. And the second use right now at an Iranian missile production facility. This target was a factory producing 200 missiles per month. Planned scale up to 500 missiles per month. So it's been completely decimated. Facility tied to Iran's entire offensive missile pipeline targeting Israel and U.S. bases across the Middle East. The math, 200 missiles a month times 36 months equals 7,200 missiles. At planned capacity of 500 a month times 36 months, that's 18,000 missiles. Iran launched 200 ballistic missiles in Operation True Promise 2, October 2024, one attack. This factory could have produced enough for 90 attacks of that scale. So just to kind of recap here, this is pretty much Iran's entire future offensive capability against Israel and U.S. forward bases. One factory, the difference between regional deterrence and regional annihilation. That production line is now dust. Iran's missile program was the one card it had left after Hezbollah was degraded and nuclear sites were struck in 2025. B-2 bombers are now simultaneously hitting deeply buried missile sites across Iran. This isn't a strike. This is a systematic dismantlement. They're not showing you what's inside that factory. You can see the explosion, but the assembly lines, the guidance systems, the solid fuel engines, the warheads in production that would have rained on Tel Aviv and Al Udeid for the next decade. You don't drop a MOAB for a building. You don't use the largest non-nuclear weapon on Earth for a warehouse. You drop a MOAB when you need to erase something so completely that it can never be rebuilt. And you only do that when what's inside represents a threat so large that conventional strikes aren't enough. So process that. Most people won't see this, so share this everywhere you go. If you live in California, stay abreast, stay alert. I don't think this is a real, I'll be honest with you, and this is just what I think. Obviously, you want to listen to emergency services and listen to your local authorities and more. But I personally, my opinion, I don't think this is a real credible threat. I think they're just trying to act tough. If you saw my video yesterday, if you missed that video, go watch it. I'll leave a link in the pinned comment and in the description and show notes where the IRGC soldier essentially filmed himself saying, "I quit, we're done. There's no way we can even continue this." He literally said in his words, quote, "The regime is finished and I'm going home." So I don't take this threat credible. Go see that video if you haven't seen that. I see a lot of you eyeing my hat right here. This is America's 250th anniversary, our new merch. We have hats, shirts, we got kids' clothes, we've got all sorts of stuff. We even got tote bags, stickers, pins, everything, you name it, hoodies. Go check out our original USA, made in the USA Nez Nation merch shop. Pin comment, links in the description, and show notes down below. Let me know what you think. Tap that thumbs up. I can't wait to hear from you. I'll keep you abreast as I always do, keep you in the loop. So make sure you subscribe and follow. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. In case you missed them, I posted one earlier. You can also tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.